It's a whole lot of us. I don't feel like going to work. I'm going to stay here because I need to deal with this before I get the rest of my notes. I don't feel like going to work today, but you get up and go anyway, don't you? Why? Because 9 times out of 10, you ain't got no more vacation days. I can't get no help here. So now you done got to go to work. You don't want to go to work, but you got to go to work. You don't want to see them people, but you got to see them people. You don't want to see that boss, but you got to see that boss. You don't want to talk to your coworker, but you got to see that coworker. And what do? You go in there and you do what you are assigned to do. Why? Because that's a part of your job. So when you come into God's house, you ought to have the same mentality. No, I don't want to come here. Some of these folks going to get on my nerves. Yep, I can't stand sister so-and-so because she said something to me last week. But because I know a part of my assignment is to come in here and worship God, I'm going to worship him because that's what I have been commanded to do. So number one, I'm a worshiper in the house. When I leave the house, I'm a witness. I'm supposed to tell people about the saving, keeping, and cleaning up power of Jesus Christ. That's why he empowered me, so that I would be a more effective witness. The Holy Ghost came to make you a more effective witness, to give you power to stand, to make you a martyr. Greek word martos. That's kind of where we get the word martyr from. And that word martyr, it gives us the ability to strength. When Stephen was being stoned, he was martyred because of his belief in Jesus Christ. In other words, your relationship ought to be so solidified with the God of your salvation that even if your life is being threatened because of your witness, you are willing to die because of who he is in your life. And why? Because he shed his blood and died for you. But then also, everywhere your foot treads, you're supposed to claim dominion over it. So we have a threefold purpose now. Our purpose is to be a worshiping witness that has dominion. Herein lies the problem, though. Many times we can become distracted from that responsibility. Why? Because we're so focused on the assignment and the details of the assignment that we miss the purpose. And that's what's happening here in Martha's life. Martha has the audacity, the unmitigated gall to be mad at Mary because Mary is sitting at the feet of Jesus. She ain't no different than half of y'all. Please don't you make me go there. Don't you make me go there tonight. Don't you let you. She ain't been here in 3 weeks. She knows she's been on the schedule. She's supposed to be serving in this capacity, and she ain't been here in 3 doggone weeks. Now all of a sudden she just gonna show up. And then when she come in, she just gonna come to church. Gonna sit in and say, no, she's supposed to be in here in this kitchen with us. Deacon so-and-so, no, he know Deacon so-and-so know he's supposed to be up here. You know, we called him this week. He promised. He made a commitment. Deacon so-and-so said, yeah, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. You ain't got to look for me. I'm going to be there. Don't call me this week. You ain't got to call me. I told you I was coming, doggone it. Deacon so-and-so don't show up. Now you mad with Deacon so-and-so. You mad with Sister so-and-so. And the reason why you mad is because, watch this. They could have came to church and sat in the worship experience, and you mad because they didn't come help you. You ain't no different than Martha, boo. There's a whole lot of Marthas. There's some male Marthas up in here. I can't get no help here. Martha was upset because she was distracted. Watch this. Her focus was on the problem rather than the privilege. She focused on the problem. Who ain't there? Who ain't functioning? Who ain't serving? Who ain't doing this? Remove who ain't from your vocabulary. If your assignment and if your gift is to function in a specific area, you don't even understand that having individuals who are not gifted in that area, functioning in that area, could cause more hurt, harm, and pain to the assignment than it does with them being there. And the reason why I'm sharing these things is because very soon we're going to have something called a servant's fair. And I'm a very strong believer, hear me, that first off, I struggle with church burnout. I struggle with that principle because we ain't in church that much. We can work overtime on jobs. And I ain't never heard nobody saying I'm burnt out from my job. But we talk about, now, it happens. But even when you burnt out, you still go. But it's only in the church. Let's do some math real quick. Let's do some math. We at church on Sunday from 11 to 1. That's 2 hours. If you're part of Sunday school, you get here at 10. That's 3. If you're in the music department, 9:30, that's 3.5 hours Sunday on one day. Then you come on Tuesday night. Prayer starts at 7. Some of y'all still don't show up till about 7:40, 7:45. So let's just say if it's at 7 o'clock, we already got 3.5 hours plus another 90 minutes. That's 4.5, that's 5 hours. 5 hours a week. How in the world are you burnt out with the church and you are only here 5 hours a week? How? You're not burnt out, you trifling. You're not burnt out. You're looking for an excuse. You're looking for an excuse, watch this, to not do what you are assigned to do. So with that being said, when we had a service, if everybody serves, nobody has an excuse of burnout. I could sit up and complain about the stuff I do. Moms was telling me that I don't know how you do what you do. Don't make sense. I'm on a plane every day. I flew here this morning, Bible study day. Yesterday morning, I was up bright and early at 4:30, had to do a radio show. I don't know if y'all listen to Erica Campbell. I co-hosted yesterday. I did that in Atlanta. I didn't do that here. I preached on Sunday night in Atlanta. I was here on Sunday morning. I flew in from Columbus, Ohio, did a concert on Saturday, did another concert in Detroit on Friday, did another concert in Rochester, New York on Thursday, preached Wednesday in some city, did Bible study on Tuesday, was someplace else on that Monday, preached here on Sunday morning and someplace else Sunday night. Brother could be burned out, but you know why I'm not? Because I count it a privilege. It's a privilege. And when you understand that if God chose you to do anything, you ought to be grateful. And I tell them people all the time, I'd rather rust out than wear out. Oh, wait, rewind that. I'd rather wear out than rust out. Wear me out, God. Use me till you use me up. Why? Because at the end of the day, the greatest statement I ever heard, it was said at my pastor's funeral, and his grandson, Jathan Kyle Austin, said it. He said this is about his grandfather. He said his grandfather died empty. That should be all of our thoughts. I want to die completely used up. Not by people, but by the God of my salvation. I can't get no help here by myself. So again, we got to learn that being distracted, we focus on the pain rather than the pleasure. So let me get to these other points. Distractions, beloved brothers and sisters, it leads, watch this, to self-absorption. Martha's original intentions, much like mine and yours, were unselfish and compassionate. But she became overwhelmed, watch this, by the task of entertaining. It wasn't that the task was difficult, but she became overwhelmed by the task of entertaining. She became so focused on trying to make sure everything was right for her that she missed that the whole purpose for her making things right was for him. Whenever you allow yourself to become the primary focus in your assignment, you remove God from it, and I promise you the task will be overwhelming. That's when burnout shows up. Burnout shows up when you put you, infuse you into that position. Meaning, they can't do it without me. Oh, God, I can't get no help. It's a whole lot of folk. Y'all don't have that problem down here in Texas. But I used to tell my church all the time, listen, everybody replaceable, including me. And I proved it. Because they got a new pastor right now. They loved him. They shouting and screaming, hollering and crying, and had all kind of church on Sunday. I watched it. I was like, I guess they don't miss me no more. I guess they don't. Everybody's replaceable. So all of us need to understand that. We all need to recognize that it's no big I's and no little U's, that we all are supposed to be servants unto God. And it becomes overwhelming when we become self-absorbed. When our mentality is that things can't happen unless I show up. I turn this thing out. They ain't gonna be able to do it right unless I do it. And that's not how it is, beloved brothers and sisters. And you know what? And I don't care what nobody say. I believe that the reason why Mary didn't help Martha, because she knew how Martha was. It's quiet here. I'm gonna stay here anyway. No, I'm not going to help Martha. Martha be tripping. Every time I try to help Martha, Martha tell me, I need you. No, you ain't doing it right. See, just get out the way. Just go sit down somewhere. And then after she went and got sat down, now she mad. I can't believe you sitting down. Well, half of you told me to go sit down. That's what happened with Martha. Martha, I believe that, and the reason why I can believe that is based upon the fact of Martha's mentality. She was already upset. Anytime you are so upset that you have the audacity to address Jesus the way that she addressed Jesus, there's a problem.